Hi there and welcome to our channel. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 things you need to consider before you make that move to Connecticut. While Connecticut's a beautiful state with a lot to offer, it's definitely not for everyone. So in our lesson, what we're going to talk about are the things that you need to be aware of before you make that move here. First, let's discuss the cost of living. Connecticut is known to be one of the highest costs of living of any state in the entire United States, especially when it comes to housing. So the average cost of a home in most areas in Connecticut can range between $300,000 and $350,000 for an entry-level property. And in certain areas like Fairfield County, you can see properties in excess of $500,000 to $700,000 or more just for that entry-level home. Property taxes are also relatively high, so be prepared for that bill. Additionally, utilities in Connecticut, as well as healthcare costs, can be above the national average, so make sure you have a solid budget in place before you actually make that move here. That'll make it a lot less stressful for you. Next thing is, let's talk about the weather. While Connecticut has beautiful seasons, the weather, specifically in the winter, can be long and harsh. Snowstorms are very frequent, sometimes multiple times a week, and the cold temperatures can last well into the springtime. So if you're not used to the cold, you may find it difficult to make that adjustment here. Next thing I want to mention to you is the traffic on the roads in Connecticut. Connecticut actually has some of the worst traffic in the country, especially on the highways. Rush hour can be nightmare for a lot of people that are commuting, and accidents are very common, which can attribute a higher cost to the car insurance that you'll pay. If you're commuting to work, make sure you factor in the long drive, the traffic, as well as the jams that will be facilitating when you're on the roads here going to work. The next thing I want to discuss is going to be the job market in Connecticut. While we have some thriving industries such as insurance and healthcare, the job market in Connecticut can be very competitive, and salaries might not be as high as you would expect given the high cost of living here in the state. So make sure you have a solid job offer before you make that move, or at least have a strategy in place for finding employment once you arrive here. Another thing to keep in mind is remote work. A lot of people in Connecticut do work remotely, where they can make more money than they make with a local company working right here. Finally, let's talk about culture in Connecticut. Connecticut has a really unique culture, and it's a way of life that may be different from where you're coming from or used to, especially if you're moving from the Midwest or the West Coast. So if you're moving from a big city, you might find the Connecticut pace of life a lot slower, and it may take a bit of an adjustment to feel more comfortable here. Additionally, if you're not used to living in a suburban or a rural area, you might find it difficult to adjust to the lack of nightlife, entertainment options, and restaurant options in certain more rural areas. In conclusion, while Connecticut has a lot to offer, as I said, it's not for everyone. So before making the move, be sure that you can handle the high cost of living, the harsh winter weather, traffic, the job market, and of course the culture shock that you may occur when you move here from other areas. As long as you're prepared for these challenges, Connecticut can be a wonderful place to call home. I've lived here now for over a decade. So I appreciate you watching this video on 5 things you need to consider before moving to Connecticut. If you do have questions or comments, leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more informative videos just like this. If you're moving here or know someone that is, and you need help with a pre-approval for a mortgage, I'm happy to assist you with that. You can reach out to me by call, text, or private message, 860-413-3938. Hope that helps, and we'll see you on the next episode.